If you're a fan of a trending Netflix show, the Mahomet Public Library has a few picks you are sure to enjoy.
Yes, we've got a great little preview of all they have to offer in today's page turners. Rebecca Strom joins us. Rebecca, I'm glad to have you here with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, a snow day and kind of just cold weather is a perfect time to maybe dive into a new book.
Absolutely.
I know I also have been wanting to watch the show Wednesday. It's like trending. Heather's daughter has seen it.
She's watched it all, every episode.
Yes.
It sounds like you have some books that if you like that, you may be a fan of some of these books.
Yeah. So Wednesday is actually, I think I looked it up, and it's like the third most popular Netflix series right now. So I thought it'd be fun to bring in some books to kind of go along with that.
Yeah.
So these are all YA books. So they were written for teens. But if you're an adult who has watched the show and loved it, I think these books have a lot of crossover appeal for adults as well.
Or if you just like the Addams Family.
Yes.
Back in my day.
Absolutely.
Well, which book do you want to start with?
Yeah, so we'll start with Truly Devious, this first one here. This is by Maureen Johnson, and this book takes place at a boarding school, just like Wednesday. And it's about a girl named Stevie Bell, who is a true crime buff. She loves mystery, solving crimes and stuff. And she is a new student at the Ellingham Academy, which is this like prestigious boarding school, but it also has a dark secret. Back when it first opened in the 1930s, the founder's daughter and wife both disappeared, and there was a murder on campus. And so Stevie has come to campus, and she really wants to solve this case. So it's all about her kind of trying to solve these clues and figure out the ending to this mystery, but she kind of gets wrapped up in a mystery of her own as well.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, Sarah might like that one. Storyteller. Okay, what's this next one?
So the second one is A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee, and this also takes place at a boarding school, but this boarding school is haunted. It takes place at the Dalloway School, which is a boarding school in this remote mountainside, and it's rumored to be haunted by the Dalloway Five, who were 5 girls murdered on the grounds of their dormitories on campus. So it's very spooky, dark, and it's all about this girl who's kind of come back to campus after this tragedy, and she kind of wants to keep her head down and just do her studies, but then she gets wrapped up in this mystery with another new student, and they start trying to figure out what happened to the Dalloway Five all those years ago. So it's another great like thriller mystery kind of thing that goes along with that Wednesday vibe for sure.
Okay, and what's this last one here?
Yeah, so the last one is one, I thought I would pick one that I thought Wednesday herself would read. So this is The Gathering Dark. It's a collection of short horror stories that are all written by popular YA authors. And they all kind of deal with folklore and like legends and that kind of stuff. So if you liked that aspect of the Wednesday show where they're talking about the werewolves and the sirens and all that kind of stuff, you might like some of the stories in here because it deals a lot with that. And I think, yeah, just in general, this would be a very, very good book for Wednesday and people who love that.
Very cool.
Yes, and it sounds like you also have some fun programs for people to look out for. Fantastic Frogs and Acting Out Junior.
Yep. So Fantastic Frogs we're doing in conjunction with the Fisher Lab at the university. They study neotropical frogs, and they're going to show us some of their frogs and talk about their behavior and why they do what they do. So that's for all ages, no registration required for that. And then Acting Out Junior is actually, the first session is coming up this Saturday. It's for kids in grades 3 through 5 to learn acting skills and improv things. And then in the second session in February, we're going to talk about audition skills and how to audition for a show.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so registration is is for that one. But
okay.
So no. All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank
These
you
are
for
some
having
great
me.
books to maybe consider to add to your list. There's a look at their Facebook page. We'll connect you to over on ciLiving's Facebook page.